Hello, little sleepy flowers. Good evening. Welcome back to Bumbling Bear's Sleepy Time Stories. Let's curl up tight as Bumbling Bear discovers the quiet magic of waiting. The air was soft and still, and the sky was blushing with the colors of a sleepy sunset. Bumbling Bear was exploring near the Sunny Meadow, a place full of bright wildflowers. Bumbling Bear loved flowers, all their pretty colors and sweet smells. Today, Bumbling Bear spotted something new, a tiny green sprout poking out of the earth. It was very, very small. "Oh!" Bumbling Bear whispered, crouching down. "A baby flower." Bumbling Bear imagined it bursting into a big, beautiful bloom right away, maybe a bright red one, or a sunny yellow. Bumbling Bear waited a moment. The sprout didn't move. Bumbling Bear waited another moment, wiggling Bumbling Bear's nose. Still nothing. "Grow, little flower, grow." Bumbling Bear urged gently, hoping Bumbling Bear's voice would help. The sprout stayed stubbornly small. Bumbling Bear felt a little bit fidgety. Why wasn't it growing faster? Wise Albert, who was enjoying the evening breeze from a nearby tree, hooted softly. "What troubles you, little bear?" Albert asked. "Wise Albert," Bumbling Bear said, "Bumbling Bear found this baby flower, but it won't grow. Bumbling Bear wants to see it bloom now." Albert blinked slowly. "Ah, little bear. Some things, like growing, take time. They require something called patience. Patience. Bumbling Bear sounded out the new word. "What is patience?" "Patience," Albert explained, "is the ability to wait calmly, without getting upset, when things don't happen as quickly as you'd like. It's understanding that good things often take time to unfold." Bumbling Bear looked at the tiny sprout. Waiting calmly sounded hard. But Bumbling Bear wants to see the flower now, Bumbling Bear said with a little sigh. Try, little bear, Owlbird hooted gently. Visit your sprout each day. Give it sunshine and a little water if the earth is dry. And practice patience. So, Bumbling Bear decided to try. The next day, Bumbling Bear visited the sprout. It was still tiny. Bumbling Bear felt a little impatient but remembered Owlbird's words. Bumbling Bear made sure it had sunlight. The day after that, Bumbling Bear visited again. Maybe it was a tiny bit taller. Or was Bumbling Bear imagining it? Bumbling Bear took a deep breath and tried to be patient. Bumbling Bear visited the sprout every evening as the sun began to set. Bumbling Bear watched other flowers in the meadow, tall and bright, and wondered if Bumbling Bear's sprout would ever be like them. Sometimes Bumbling Bear wanted to poke it to see if it would grow faster, but Bumbling Bear remembered to be gentle and patient. Then, one evening, after many days of waiting and watching, Bumbling Bear saw something wonderful. The little sprout wasn't just a sprout anymore. It had a tiny bud at the very top. A little green ball, promising a flower. Bumbling Bear's heart did a happy flip. Owlbird, Owlbird. Bumbling Bear called excitedly. Look! Patience is working. Owlbird flew down. Indeed, little bear. You have been very patient. A few more days passed, with Bumbling Bear practicing patience even more. And then, one glorious morning, Bumbling Bear arrived at the meadow to find the bud had opened. It was a beautiful, sunny yellow flower, small but perfect, smiling up at the sky. Bumbling Bear stared in delight. It was the most beautiful flower Bumbling Bear had ever seen, because Bumbling Bear had waited for it. Bumbling Bear understood now. Patience wasn't just about waiting, it was about letting things happen in their own special time. And the reward was often extra sweet. The little yellow flower danced in the gentle breeze. Bumbling Bear felt a warm, proud feeling. Bumbling Bear had learned about patience. As evening came again, and the stars began to shine, Bumbling Bear found a soft spot near the new yellow flower. Bumbling Bear felt very sleepy and very peaceful. The word patience felt calm and wise. Bumbling Bear closed Bumbling Bear's eyes, dreaming of tiny sprouts growing into beautiful blooms, all in their own good time. The forest was quiet, and Bumbling Bear slept deeply, a patient and happy bear.